You need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here looking in the mirror. Do I look good? I got my extra bands on. I got my other shoes on. We need more dogs.
How about them Cowboys, Jay?
How about them Cowboys?
Jay, is it time to quit the Cowboys?
Yeah, everybody always talks about like, oh, you can't switch alliances in life. Like you're born into a team, you have to suffer with the team. No, you really don't. It's really easy. There's really no paperwork involved or anything. You just say I'm done with the bullshit. Yeah, Jerry Jones isn't getting any more of my money, that's for sure. But looking at this roster, I do like this roster a lot. I see like a lot of value here, especially when we get into betting here in a second. I love some of the value. But looking at what they did in the draft, I mean, building in the trenches, they bring in Eberflus, which, I mean, I guess that's fine. He's a good – I mean, it's just bringing in these recycled head coaches, that defensive coordinators. I mean, it didn't work last year. It worked with Quinn. We'll see with Eberflus. Jerry just loves bringing in his guys, and it's probably to a detriment at this point.
Eberflus is a Jerry guy, 100%.
Zimmer was a Jerry guy.
100%. I mean, I still believe in what Mike Zimmer would have done there. I think they just got decimated by injuries. But
yeah, last year was terrible for injuries. But yeah, looking at what they did in the draft, getting Tyler Booker. I mean, he's a mauler on the inside. Maybe has some feet issues, but I mean, if you're looking to run the ball, everything about this team screams they kind of want to run the ball, except for the fact that they didn't really go out and get a premier talent at the running back position, which, granted, Genty wasn't there at 12. Maybe you look at Amari and Hampton, I don't know. But they're like, okay, we'll get Booker and we'll find guys. And then I felt like there was a couple other running backs that were there where, I mean, you had fucking 100 picks. I mean, trade up and get a Quinshon or somebody else. I mean, they settle for Jaden Blue, 149. They bring in Pookie. They bring in Miles Sanders. So, yeah, we'll see when it comes
Jaden
there.
Blue a lot. He's just a very situational back.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, looking at the wide receiver room, quite possibly have an argument for the best 1-2 wide receiver combo in the league. I mean, right up there with Philly, I think. I mean, I think CeeDee Lamb's better than AJ Brown, and George Pickens, I think, can be. He's not the same type of wide receiver as Devonta Smith, but I think he's equally as talented. Now, if you're asking me who I'd want on my team, George Pickens or Devonta Smith, I'm taking Devonta Smith all day.
Yeah.
But talent-wise, it's there. Jonathan Mingo was a second-round pick a couple years ago. Shit, traded a fourth for him.
Jalen Tolbert was a fourth-round pick.
Yeah, there you go. Florida, fifth-round pick last year. So,
I love me some Ryan Flournoy.
Yeah.
Love me some Ryan Flournoy. He made some beast catches at the Senior Bowl last year.
Joe Milton could throw an orange 85 yards. It's not a football.
Joe Milton, he's the next man up.
Yeah,
but they got Joe Milton.
Another reason.
This team. Dak is still probably a top 10, maybe borderline top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Like
Dak doesn't get
there to being really, really good in like one of the top passers in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I always joke around with Eagles fans about redhead guy.
Carson
Wentz nearly or should have won the MVP. I mean, just 2 years ago, I mean, Dak got second in MVP voting. I mean, a hell of a quarterback. And I talked about it earlier, but I mean, it stands to reason. He's 33-8 in the division in his career. He's 9-4 against the Eagles, 11-2 versus the Commanders, and 13-2 versus the Giants. He wins division games. Hell of a regular season quarterback. He's actually played decently well in some of the playoff losses, and then atrociously bad in some of the other playoff losses. So you would like to see some consistency there for him when they get back to the playoffs. But, I mean, looking at this team, this offense here, I mean, I feel good if I'm a Cowboys fan about Dak Prescott coming back healthy. We've been talking about it all summer. I think one of these running backs is going to pop off. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if it's Javonte Williams. I think his time in Denver, especially with Sean Payton coming in, didn't really help him. He didn't really fit the scheme, and offensive line wasn't terribly great in Denver. So maybe a new fresh start, but you throw in Jaden Blue into that mix. I'm not expecting much out of Miles Sanders, but fuck it, like maybe.
I look at this O-line. Tyler Guyton had a long way to go when he came in this league. Like, I hate the idea that people are already calling him a bust because you drafted him knowing he's a massive project. But he has he is tailor-made to play offensive tackle from a physical skill set standpoint.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
And I mean, he showed flashes last year.
Yeah, he showed growth throughout the season.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm big on Tyler Guyton. Tyler Smith, hell of a guard.
One of the best in the NFL. Maybe the best left guard in the NFL.
Yeah, Tyler Booker coming in, replacing an all-pro.
Which I was a Tyler Booker hater in the draft just because I didn't think he was a first-round talent, right? I saw his feet, and I said, I'd take him at the top of the second round. But when the Cowboys picked him, my eyes got wide just thinking about Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, and Tyler Booker playing next to each other. Of just that is a mountain of an offensive line who can just destroy
people. Yeah,
they're gonna move people. Like they can run duo all day at 4 yards, 5 yards a clip, just no problem.
Yeah, Terrence Steele, fine right tackle. I mean, top 15 guy probably.
Fine.
He doesn't blow you away by any means, but he's better. I wouldn't say he's right about league average. I would say he's fine.
50 offensive tackle in the league, which is fine at right tackle.
Yeah. So yeah, all in all, I mean, you look at this offense. CeeDee Lamb is incredible. Dak's Dak's not underrated. People just hate the Cowboys. So, I mean, that's basically all there is to it. If Dak was on any other team, he would get talked about as like being up there with everybody else, but it's neither here nor there. George Pickens, if I'm a Cowboys fan, scares shit out of me.
Yeah. I mean, part of me believes George Pickens is going to go off this year, and another part of me just thinks of Chase Claypool.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's coming in to be the wide receiver, too. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Claypool went into that situation kind of expecting to be the one eventually.
Yeah, and then they got DJ Moore.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no doubt about this. I mean, he is the wide receiver 2 on this team. So, I don't know mentally if that helps or hurts his situation. But
I'm going to assume the guy actually wants to make money. Like, that's I have to believe that burned me with Chase Claypool because evidently Claypool just didn't want to make money. But like, I have to think George Pickens wants a mega contract, and that's gonna matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I think they're set up for success on this offense, and we'll get to the defense.
Well, what's going to hold this offense back though?
Offensive coordinator
Kay Adams.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. If we're being honest.
Kay Adams. She has a great talk show in the mornings.
Yeah. Kay Adams. Shout out Kay Adams. No, I mean, I didn't think Schottenheimer called a very good offense last year, and I know it was mainly McCarthy calling plays, and he was. But I mean, it felt different than when Kellen Moore was there, even though offensive play calling didn't really switch hands. So I don't even know who's calling plays for this offense. Let Dak call plays for all I care. But yeah, coaching is my number one concern. And then it's I said,
Shotty's calling plays.
Okay. So if they can't establish a run, they're in trouble because I don't trust this offensive line pass blocking for 40 plays a game.
Yeah, Guyton needs the balance to be able to really pass protect unless he took a giant step.
The
And
best,
I
the
think
best version,
both Beebe and Booker have pretty slow feet, which makes me concerned about their edges getting soft. As strong as they are,
yeah.
I don't know that you're dropping back 40 times a game and feeling great about
I
it.
think the best version of this offense is going to be keeping Dak under 30 attempts a game. Not that Dak, I'm not worried about Dak throwing the ball more than that. I'm worried about everything else around him. So if you can keep his attempts in that 25 to 29 range, like you want him throwing the ball. I mean, he's top paid guy in the league. You have CeeDee Lamb, you have George Pickens, Jake Ferguson's coming on as a pretty strong tight end. Like you have these weapons. You want him throwing the ball, but you're going to have to be able to establish the run. You can't get away from the run, and you have to find success somewhere with one of these guys running the ball. And that all comes down to coaching, comes down to scheme, and I don't trust that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that's the big red flag here for me. Like, if they had a play caller I believed in, offense coordinator I believed in, I'd feel pretty damn good about this team.
Yeah, and I do like this defense a lot.
So getting to the defense, I only got one blue chipper in there, Micah Parsons. But Jay, Micah Parsons has really strong stats, right? He has really strong win rates against double teams. He is a guy who everything on paper says this guy should be able to get buckets when he needs to get buckets.
And he doesn't get buckets when he needs to get buckets.
What's in the way?
I don't know. I think he's at his best when you go look at some of his biggest highlight plays, and then if the score's at the bottom of the screen, it's always like 33-0, 17-0, 23-6. Like you never see those plays when it's a close game or against a very good team. And I don't know what it is. I mean, it just seems like whenever they're beating the shit out of somebody, he plays at this level to where he's unstoppable. And then in games where it's like, okay, if we could just get a stop right here, or if they can force the 3 and out right here, we might get something going, and he's nowhere to be found. And that's kind of been ever since he got to Dallas. Now Jerry is saying the most ridiculous shit about paying him. Like, oh, what if we pay him and he doesn't play? And it's like it's the fucking NFL, Jerry. Guys don't play. Guys get hurt.
Well, and that's the wildest thing too, of just like, you can have questions about a guy's ability to take over a game that he needs to take over.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a guy who gets 14 plus sacks every single year of his career is going to get paid a disgusting amount of money.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
14 sacks
absolutely.
is 14 sacks a year.
Exactly. So, but no, some of the guys, I think Osa Odighizuwa, I mean, I think he's on the verge of a blue chipper if you watch this Dallas defense.
Probably like that red chip range, one below it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I see it.
He's right on the verge of busting out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does it this year. He's kind of what stirs this Dallas defense. And then bringing back Donta Fowler, I think his second stint here in Dallas, he's a fine piece. But some of these guys that I'm really looking forward to is if you're a Cowboys fan, is Sam Williams coming back after injury. Marshawn Nealon played really, really well last year before he got hurt, I thought. Those two guys back and healthy in this rotation, I'd be thrilled about.
This is one of the deepest edge rotations in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have second-round pick Donovan Ezeraku, who had like 20 sacks for Boston College last year in the third string. That's nice. That's a luxury.
Yeah, and I mean, they had a lot of picks this year, loaded up in defensive line, and
well, their defensive tackle room still sucks.
Yeah,
Osa Odighizuwa. Like, you tried with Mozzie Smith. I loved Mozzie Smith. Matt Eberflus just asked Mozzie Smith to drop weight again. So, like, I don't know what the fuck that's.
Yeah,
he comes in the league, gets told to drop 30 pounds. Second year, gets told to add like 40 pounds. Third year is getting asked to drop weight again. It's just like,
you know what that does to a man? Sip that, back and forth. You know what that does to a man?
What's that from?
The Office.
The Office, that's it.
You tell me you don't want kids. And then you want kids.
Such a great scene. But yeah, I mean,
you know what 7 vasectomies does to a man?
Behind those two, I mean, Solomon Thomas, Ernest Brown, and then 2 rookies in Jay Toia and Tommy Akinga-Bisote. Both those rookies, I have not watched a snap of, and I watched like 30 defensive tackles for this draft class. So like I can't tell you anything about them, but like the fact that I don't know anything is telling to me alone that like it was that deep to find a thing about them.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this defensive line is going to be really fucking good. I mean, maybe they're a little weak at DT, but
I think it's going to be the classic Cowboys issue. They're going to have a disgusting pass rush on the D-line, but I don't know how they'll stop the run that well.
Yeah, luckily nobody in the division runs the ball.
Mean, you're not wrong, except for the
so looking at linebackers, DeMarvion Overshown, this dude flies all over the field. He is so much fun to watch.
He's probably missing the start of the year, I believe.
Yeah. Another health issue there. He's basically been hurt his entire stint in Dallas now.
But hey, some NFL evaluators love the guy too. It's not just like just lip service. Like there's the ESPN like top linebackers list. He's mentioned in there already, and he hasn't even really played a lot. But like he's loved around the league.
Yeah, no, he flies. That'll be the guy Jerry pays because he always pays the guys who have injury history or something like that, and then they fall off a fucking cliff. So he'll probably get a big contract. So
yeah,
congratulations,
Kenneth Murray. Like I feel like he's just a fine, like average linebacker in this league. But you know who the Cowboys are going to see a lot of this year? I'm sure.
Damone Clark,
Jackie Sanborn, baby. His statue has been waiting to be built at Soldier Field, and he followed his guy Eberflus to Dallas. Jackie Sanborn, the statue's being moved to Dallas. Let's go. The neck is here.
Get excited for Jackie Sanborn.
Love Jack Sanborn.
All right.
He's not anything. He's not going to do much in pass coverage or anything. But he's just a quality. Like he just does his job. He's a hard hat and lunch pail kind of guy.
He is. All right, looking at these DBs, I think Trevon Diggs still really fucking good. DaRon Bland's really good.
He's coming off that, like he's also might miss. That's what the red designates.
I think he should be healthy. He got hurt pretty early in the season last year.
I believe his timeline was questionable. I was looking it up as I was making this. So he's on the PUP list to start camp.
Everybody's on the PUP list to start
camp.
camp.
Everyone is.
That's just a way to get extra guys out there.
There's no official return date. The hope is he could be ready to play at some point in 2025.
Love that.
Right. So that's why I put it red, because like it's very unclear. So to me, that reads as he's not going to be ready week 1. But I'm not an expert.
But I mean, you got a lot of depth here. I mean, Kalen Carson was up and down for him last year.
I liked him a lot. I still like him.
Mm-hmm.
I love Siobhan Ravel too. I would not play Siobhan Ravel this year because he has a lot to learn. But like, the physical profile is freaky for him.
Yeah, and then they got that. I like their safety room as well. So I mean, I think they're good.
The only question I have in their secondary is Kaiir Elam. Like I have major questions about Kaiir Elam starting for you, but like your other options, if it's Carson, I like Carson, but like you said, he was really up and down last year. And Andrew Booth, I have just as many questions about as Elam. So like,
yeah, but I mean, Bland can really play the other.
I was really surprised that they had Bland as the nickel. I would not think that. Like, that's not where I would have projected him, but that's where I had him. So I just put.
He'll play outside with them. So, and then they might bring in, I don't know, maybe they play Benquamo at nickel or something like that. In that scenario, I don't know, but
yeah, or like I think Troy Pride Jr. can play some nickel. I know he's had some injury issues in his career, but
yeah.
That's that third corner spot, whether it's Bland on the outside and the nickel question, or Bland on the inside and the outside question being that's where my concern is. But who knows? Maybe Ravel can take the job and he'll surprise us all. But he has the traits to do it, like the tools.
They lost their other corner in the offseason. I can't remember his name. Joseph, maybe.
Jordan Lewis.
Jordan Lewis. Yeah, Jordan Lewis is pretty solid for him.
Yeah.
So losing him kind of hurts because having both of those, having him as the third option in that rotation was always kind of a safety net for him.
Yeah, but Jay, where are you going with these predictions?
All right, I think 7-5 is absolute, or 7.5 win total is an absolute steal at the over. I mean, Dak Prescott wins 10 games when he's healthy every single year of his career. And I mean, if it's at 8.5, 9.5, yeah, I understand. We're at 7.5 wins here. You look at the talent on this team. I mean, the question is that coaching. I understand that, but this team's going to win more than 7.5 games. If they don't, I will be absolutely shocked. I think the best value here is the division at nearly 6-1. You're getting a team with this much talent, with a quarterback of this caliber, wide receivers of this caliber, an offensive line this good, a defensive line that can rush the passer. And I understand you have the returning NFL Super Bowl champions in the division, but for this team to be the pick third betting wise, I think that's tremendous value at $5.50 to win the division.
I think that's really strong value. I'm probably going to stop at playoffs at plus 190 just because I see blue chippers up and down the Eagles roster.
Yeah.
And like, it's just 8 blue chippers versus 4 blue chippers. That's a big difference. Like, and it can all change as injuries come in and all that. And like, I do think the Cowboys have a shot at the division. Yeah, I'll just take my plus 190 on playoffs and
I mean, you're getting 2-1. And like I said, I mean, Dak Prescott's a 10-win guy when he plays. I mean, I'm not going to bang the table for him once playoffs starts, but I mean, the dude wins 10 games when he's healthy.
Yeah,